Now, here's the last part. I told you had to have ability, desire, and the other part you need is somewhat commitment. Don't you marry if you're not going to be committed. If you want to see other people, why not just go and do it? But don't mess up nobody's life too much you finna get married. Some of y'all in some bad stuff. You in stuff that folk don't want to be in with you. You need to get it figured out. Let them go if they want to go. Only thing worse than seeing somebody trying to out of season is seeing somebody with somebody who does not want to be with them. It's going to hurt, but you're going to be better. You're going to cry too. But you need to, some folks got quiet and scared. I didn't come to hear that. They're going to leave me today. No. Some folk can find out who they need to be with when you get out the way. And you'll find out who you're supposed to be with when you start running behind folk who don't want you. You got to let them alone. They don't want you. You don't want me. You don't want me. And if you're married to somebody and you don't want them, dress them up, spend $300 or $400, $500, $600 on them, and send them out. And see if somebody else wants them. And by the time you start seeing who else really do want them, you'll make up your mind. But you got to be committed. Nobody deserves to be made a fool of all of their life. You got to let folk know if you want them or not. Did y'all get that? Some of y'all on jobs wanting raises, and you know you plan on not being there. Would they be a fool to spend their money on you? You know you're not going to be with them. Ought to be fair. Ought to be committed. Something better may come, but you ought to be fair. You want to be treated fair, don't you? How many of y'all want folk to fool you? And some of y'all saying, just keep on fooling me. No, you don't want people to fool you. You be honest. You be committed. Know your purpose. Know what God called you for. Know that it is tied up in your ability. Look at the thing that you do best and start there, doing something where you do best. You don't have to have a formal education to live out your purpose. All you got to do is get busy where you are doing what God tells and calls you to, and your life. Other folk fall off when you start doing what you are called to do. That's a lonely road. Did you hear me? You're going to be by yourself. Watch this. But you chase God and a little money. What did I say? Chase God and a little money, and guess what? Everything else will chase you. When you get a little money in your pocket, get God in your life, you won't need MySpace or Facebook. You don't have to walk up and down the game. You can go find your seat when they're playing football, because people will tell them you are at the game. If you got God and a little money, they say, hey, he's here. You can come in there like this, looking for your seat at the football game, and hurry up and sit down. And they said, he's here. You can come in there with a dress down to your ankle. You cover your girls. You don't have to show them. Hat on your head. If you got it, they'll know it. Says that she is a virtuous woman. That's who everybody's trying to get.